What is up, guys? Mega Matt here with another pickups video for the month of July. And I got some good stuff this month, so let's jump right into it. First off, I'm going to do some garage sale pickups I had. My buddy Greg, as you guys may know Greg from Arcade Impossible, he was having a garage sale to get rid of some stuff. And he was getting rid of some video games, and I was eyeing a couple of them. And we ended up working out a trade. I traded him Buster Brothers, which is like it's for the PS1. It was a game I got back a couple months ago that I think he was interested in, so we did a trade for that and some cash. But what I got from him was for the Nintendo DS a complete copy of Chrono Trigger. That's always a good one to have, especially on a handheld. You know, you could play it, such a great RPG game, and to take it on the road. But that's a good one. Then he had a loose copy of Pokemon Black 2 for the DS. So focus there. Maybe not. I don't know. And then this one, which he didn't have out at his sale, but he had in his game room, and I've been eyeing it every time I go over there. And you know, I always ask him if he's gonna get rid of it, and he said no. But then he finally decided to part with it, I guess. But this is a complete in box Game Boy Advance game, and it's The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. Well, if any of you have ever played this, it's kind of an underrated game, underrated Zelda game, I should say. It's pretty fun. I have actually never beaten it, but it's pretty fun style. It's kind of like the top-down style. I don't know if you guys could see that or not, but pretty fun, underrated Zelda game. So if you find it, pick it up. Alright, and then I was just going out garage sailing. I think this was last week. I haven't been having any recent luck lately, but I was driving out through my neighborhood and I saw a sign. So I decided to follow it and follow the garage sale, and it was like a minute from my house. And they had a big box of video games, so that was kind of nice. That was PS3, 360, some GameCube, and some PC games too. But I picked a couple up. I got all these 4 games for 15 bucks, so not a bad deal. We'll start out with the GameCube. Batman Begins. Never played this, and it looked interesting. I love Batman. I love the Batman series and all that. So decided to give it a shot, so we'll see. And then I got 3 PS3 games. They're all Dynasty Warrior games from Dynasty Warrior series. So they're all complete. The discs all look nice on all of them. So we got Dynasty Warriors Strike Force, Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires, and then Dynasty Warriors 7. So those 4 games for 15 bucks. Not a bad deal in my opinion. So alright, moving along to some Goodwill finds. Yes, I keep finding more stuff at Goodwill, which is weird, because I never find anything at Goodwill usually. But this past couple weeks have been actually pretty good to me. So first thing I'll show you guys, this I have no clue what this is or if it even works. But it was $1, so it was only 99 cents. I decided to take a shot at it. It's actually like a joystick controller, it looks like. It's got buttons on the side, but the port for it looks like for an NES. So I don't know. I tried to look it up. I couldn't really find much about this, but I think this was like a third-party NES controller. It says 500XJ EPYX by Konix. Yeah, I don't know. It's just this weird looking controller. Feels like it works, but I don't even know if it works. I haven't really tested it, so for $1 you can't beat that, right? And then these last 2, I found these 2 GameCube games. Actually, I found one of them. I was walking around and I found in an odd spot a GameCube game, and it had a couple other like random like kids movie games. But this was complete in box. But we got Sonic Riders for the GameCube. It's player's choice thing. It is complete with the manual and everything. But then, you know, I thought that's all I found, but I decided I always look through like the movie section twice just to see if I actually miss anything. You know, I might overlook something. It turns out I would have missed something really nice. So it was on the very bottom shelf, and it was kind of just like hiding, and I just overlooked it. But complete copy for $1.99 at Goodwill, Super Smash Brothers Melee. So pretty awesome score for that. I'm so glad that I didn't overlook this, and you know somebody else would have gotten it. But it says not for resale on there. It doesn't say that on the discs, so I don't think it really matters. But hey, for $2, this game is going for $50 to $60 now. So, and this is in my opinion, the best Smash Bros. Game on the system. So, pretty awesome find there. And then go to Game Store finds. A couple weeks ago, me and buddy Jason took a trip up to Madison, like we do every now and then go make stops in all the game stores. I've seen this in the past, and I've passed on it, but I decided to jump on it this time. I think it was only $10, but for the PSP, it's Castlevania, the Dracula X Chronicles, and this has Castlevania Symphony of the Night on it, and it has another game called Castlevania Rondo of Blood, which I believe was only released in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. But pretty cool for the PSP to play Symphony of the Night on a handheld is nice, and when you're traveling a lot, so that's awesome. Okay, and then this actually last week I picked up the first version of this game. I didn't even know this version existed for the PS2, but it's got the same cover and everything, which I think is kind of weird. If you remember from last month, I was talking about the cover had all girls on it, and you would never think this was a shoot 'em up game. It looked like a game like Charlie's Angels, but it's an actual shoot 'em up. I found Mobile Light Force 2 for the PS2. So that's pretty awesome. I found the first one last week, and they had the second one in. So, yeah, as you guys can see, it's just a straight-up shoot 'em up. But, like they said, the cover, it looks like a Charlie's Angels game of some sort, which is kind of weird, but I don't know where they were going for. And then I found a DS game, which I didn't even know this even existed either, which is weird. But this is basically a Gunco game for the PS. It was for the PS1. I think it was only for PS1. It came out with 3 of them, and I remember playing this in the arcade, and I got it for the PS1 with the Gunco. This one's for the DS, so you don't need a gun. I guess you just use the stylus as a gun. But this is Point Blank DS. Like I said, I didn't even know this game even existed. It looks pretty fun. It looks just like the other ones that are on the PS1. But I'm pretty excited to try this out, see what it's like. Okay, and then for the PS2, this is the second game of this series, I guess. Again, haven't played this. This looks like just a platformer shooter, so to speak, I guess. I'm not really for sure on that. Haven't got a chance to play it. There's an anime that's based off of this, unless I don't know if the anime came out first or this came out first. I believe the anime was out before the video game, but I could be wrong. Not sure, but this is a Gungrave Overdose. So, like I said, it's like a little platformer type kind of hack and slash beat 'em up. Maybe beat 'em up, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played it yet, so. And then I got a couple Xbox games, and I've been getting Xbox games recently because I'm starting to find out that you can play these on 360, which I knew you could play some, but I guess you could play quite a few of these games on the 360, which I didn't. You know, I wasn't a real big Xbox guy. I was mainly PlayStation and Nintendo, so it's like I really didn't know about you know, backwards compatibility and that. But these are Xbox exclusive games, so I decided to just pick them up. They're cheap, but this is another arcade collection. This is the Tecmo Classic Arcade, and you got games Tecmo Bowl, Rygar, Star Force. Some of these I've never even heard of. Bomb Jack, which is like a puzzle game. Pinball Action, that'll be interesting. Senjo, I don't know what that is. And Strato Fighter, so yeah, some games I haven't even heard of, so pretty cool. I'll check these out. And then the next Xbox game, which I've heard a lot of good reviews about, never played this either. This basically looks like an action adventure, like spooky, cartoony horror game. But this is Grabbed by the Ghoulies. So, yeah, if you guys have ever played this, it's from the creators of Donkey Kong Country and Banjo-Kazooie. So it's decent. I've heard it's really good. So I've just never played it because, like I said, I wasn't aware you could play regular Xbox games on the 360. So, then I picked up a disc-only copy of this because I found this. Some girl was selling this on one of the sites on Facebook, and I went to pick it up. It was $5, and it had this is the second game, and it had the first game in it, and I needed to find a disc-only copy of it, but found it at my game store, and it was priced good, so I decided to pick it up. So now I have a complete copy of Pikmin II on the Nintendo GameCube. So Pikmin's a really fun series. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. And then this game I was hesitant to buy, but this game is gone. It just keeps going up in value, and I decided to just bite the bullet and get it because I've heard it's like some of the classics are on here, I think. Yeah, there's 2 greatest games. Yeah, okay, so yeah, like the PlayStation version of this is on here, and then it's just with enhanced graphics, I believe. So, but this has been just going up in price and going up, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get it, because if it goes up any higher, I probably won't ever get it unless I do a trade for it. But this is the Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes for the GameCube. So, pretty happy to add that to the collection. Coming down to the wire here, noticed that the register at my game store, they had a big box of these cards. These are Nintendo cards, and these are from like the 80s. I mean, these are like old school Nintendo Game Pack cards. I don't know if you guys can see them. I've only opened a few of them, but a lot of them have these like scratch card things where you like, this is Zelda, you're Link, and you're trying to fight this guy, and you just scratch the little circles to see if you beat him, I guess. A lot of that, and a lot of them had these official Nintendo stickers, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see something that old still around, you know, that it didn't get thrown away, or, you know, just totally. A lot of these little cards things get destroyed. You know, people keep them in their garage or attic or whatever, and water gets in them, and they get all worn out and just destroyed. But I picked up 4 packs of them. I think they were like $2 a piece. So, but yeah, these are really cool. If you guys ever come across these, pick them up because it's just really neat, little Nintendo nostalgic there. Then this game, this was weird. I was looking around in the DS case and the loose Game Boy Advance games, and I was looking at the Pokemon games. Like I said, I don't really play Pokemon, so I'm not a big fan. I know a lot the Pokemon Go thing is just taken off like crazy, but I have not even wanted or desired to get into that. It's just something else, you know. But anyway, so I was looking in the case, and I saw this game, and I thought it was way underpriced, and it turns out it was. And I even asked one of the employees, I'm like, is that the right price? And she looks over, looks it up in the computer. She's like, yeah, that's what we're selling it for. She's like, I know it's probably worth more, but if you want it, you know, you can have it for that price. So this was only $7, and $7 for a copy of Pokemon Sapphire for the GBA. That's a deal right there. I mean, that's half off basically. I mean, I think these go for around $20, you know, $17, $18. So, I mean, just kind of weird to see that, you know, underpriced like that, especially with Pokemon taking off like it has. So, pretty odd, pretty weird, but. And then the last game I actually got messaged by the game store, my favorite game store, and they had 2 games. One I didn't get, which I passed on, was Tomba 2. I think they wanted like $80 for this. This game was also $80, but I was originally like passed on it until I looked it up. And boy, I did not realize, I was unaware how expensive this game is and what it goes for. And there's only a couple listings on eBay for this. I guess this is like a huge heavy hitter. If you're into PS1, you're going for a complete PS1 collection, this is probably one of the harder games to find, especially to find it at a good price. Like I said, uncommon, rare, whatever you want to call it. This is a complete PS1 copy, Black Label Team Buddies. Yes. This looks actually pretty fun. It's like, it almost looks like you know, the Lego games, kind of like that style, like where you're kind of blocky, cartoony guy, and you're just kind of walking around doing stuff. I have not played this yet, but you know, I took a gamble on it for $80. It's a good deal. I believe it goes for over $200. For the listings I saw on eBay, there were even some that sold for more than that. So it's like, and there's only like 2 or 3 listings, so I can't really go off of that. But I even looked it up on a couple other websites, and it's just there's not that many copies of it, I guess, or maybe it was, you know, low print. I'm not sure why this is worth so much money, but took a gamble on it. So Team Buddies PS1, pretty awesome. And that's it for this month, guys. Yeah, not some good stuff. Like I said, some good finds in that. Next month, I've got some stuff I already picked up. Some cool stuff, you guys. I'm happy to show you. So stay tuned for that, even though it's a month away. But I appreciate you guys watching, and like always, I'll see you next time. Take care.